Good morning, students. In the last session, we have completed few topics. First one, it was codominance. Second, it was test cross. Third, pleiotropy. The next, polygenic inheritance. The next topic, it was chromosomal theory of inheritance. The next, linkage and recombination. The last topic, it was sex determination mechanism. Today, I am going to teach three more topics. One is mutation. Second one is pedigree analysis. Third one is genetic disorder. There are two types of disorders. One is Mendelian disorders. The second one, it is chromosomal disorders. Let us start with mutation. First, let us see what is meant by mutation. Mutation means it is a sudden, stable, inheritable change in genetic material of an organism is termed mutation. Sudden change. It's happening where it is happening. It is happening in the genetic material of an organism. You know where genes are present. So you learned if you are taking a cell, inside there is a nucleus. Inside the nucleus there is a nucleolus and chromatin fibers or chromosomes. These chromosomes which contains genes and genes which contains DNA. So the mutation it takes place in genetic material. It is I told which is present in chromosomes. Clear? Then second point is the organism which undergoes mutation is called mutant. So who is mutant? The organism which undergoes mutation is called mutant. The agent of mutation is called mutagen. So there are some agents for mutation, they are called mutagens. Maybe UV radiations, ultraviolet radiations or gamma rays or sometime bromine. It's a chemical. There are some chemical effects. Because of some chemical also mutations it will take place. Okay, so the agent of mutation is called mutagen. The next point is the unit of mutation. It is called mutant. Which is a unit of mutation? It is called mutant. When mutation takes place due to single base pair change in a DNA sequence, it is called point mutation. You know which are the base pairs? You would have heard it: adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, all these. These are known as base pairs. Always how they will pair up? Adenine pair with thymine, AT, adenine and thymine, same like cytosine and guanine, it pairs. So here in this pair, instead of cytosine and guanine, you think instead of guanine, adenine will come or thymine will come. That is known as point mutation. Clear? It's also one of the reasons for cancerous disease. So when mutation takes place due to single, what is happening in cancerous disease? Like this, the base pairs change, it leads to multiple cell divisions. This multiple cell division, it is known as uncontrollable. Uncontrolled cell division is known as cancer. Clear? Then we'll come down again. Let us see about the mutation. There are different types of mutations. The first one, we are going to divide into two types. One is gene mutation, second one is chromosomal mutation. So what is the difference between these two? Gene mutation, it takes place in a gene. Okay, but a chromosomal mutation takes place in a chromosome. So I'll tell you what is gene mutation. Change in the nucleotide sequence in a particular gene. Change in the nucleotide sequence in a particular gene. That is called gene mutations. Chromosomal mutations means change in several genes in the chromosome. In a chromosome there are many genes are present. So change in the several genes in the chromosome. That is called chromosomal mutation. Other one, change in the nucleotide sequence in a particular gene. Clear? There is a difference. Then again you come down, you can see gene mutations. There are two types. Point mutation, I already told what it is. Second one is frame shift mutation. So what is meant by point mutation? Change in structure of gene. Means sometime substitution with another base pair. I told instead of cytosine, guanine, usually adenine, thymine. These are the pairs. Instead of guanine, they will pair with thymine or adenine or something like that. So change in structure of gene. Substitutions with another base pair. Frame shift mutation means change the number of nucleotides due to insertion or deletion of nucleotides. Sometime adding or sometime delete. Like the changeable number. That is called a frame shift mutation. Change the number of nucleotides in due to insertion, adding sometime or deletion or deletion of nucleotides. That is called frame shift mutation. Again, you come this side, chromosomal mutation. There are two types. One is chromosomal aberrations or structural variations. What is that? Here, we can see some abnormalities in the structure or number of chromosomes. Abnormalities, later you will learn, abnormalities in the structure or number of chromosomes. That is called structural variation or chromosomal aberrations or numerical variations. Numerical means in the number. Clear? Then again you come down. This numerical variations again we are dividing into two. Aneuploidy and polyploidy. What is the difference between aneuploidy and polyploidy? Aneuploidy means one or more extra or fewer chromosomes. Sometimes you know the chromosome, homologous chromosomes, always it's in pairs, one pair. If you are taking total number of chromosomes, there are 23 pairs, 46 chromosomes. Sometimes one or more extra. It means instead of 46, it will become 47 or 48. Or maybe fewer chromosomes. Sometimes instead of 46, it will become 45 or 44 like that. So that is called aneuploidy. One or more extra or fewer chromosomes. That is aneuploidy. Polyploidy. Poly means many. Polyploidy means cell has entire extra sets of chromosomes. More chromosomes. Entire extra sets of chromosomes. It is called polyploidy. Then this aneuploidy is, I am going to divide into two. We are dividing into two. One is trisomy and monosomy. What is meant by trisomy? Trisomy means 3 chromosomes instead of 2. We learned all these classes, previous classes. Always chromosomes, they are 2. It means homologous pairs, 2 chromosomes. Here you can see 3 chromosomes instead of 2. Example, it is trisomy 21. Trisomy 21 means the disease is called Down syndrome disease. So in this 23 pairs, if you are taking the 21st pair, in that instead of 2 chromosomes, you can see 3 chromosomes. That is called a tri. Tri means 3. Trisomy. That is called a trisomy. Example is trisomy 21 Down syndrome. The next one is monosomy. Monosomy means 1 chromosome. Instead of 2 chromosomes, we can see only 1 chromosome. Example, Turner syndrome. That is a disease. That is example for monosomy. Clear, children? So these are the different types of divisions. I will repeat once more. So mutations are 2 types. One is gene mutation. Second one is chromosomal mutations. Gene mutation takes place in the nucleotide sequence of the gene, but a chromosomal mutation takes place in the changes in the genes. Okay, it takes place in a gene, in a chromosome. Then gene mutations, 2 types: point mutation, frame shift mutation. Point mutation means here in a gene, the base pairs, sometimes substitution with another pair, that is called point mutation. Frame shift means change the number of nucleotides. Sometimes they will be adding or sometimes they are deleting the number of nucleotides. The next one is structural variation or numerical variations. That means there are abnormalities in the structure or number of chromosomes. Okay, that I told you there are 2 types, aneuploidy and polyploidy. Aneuploidy means 1 or extra pair or sometime 1 or less pair, less number. Polyploidy means it has entire extra sets of chromosomes. That is called polyploidy. Again, if you can see aneuploidy 2 types, trisomy and monosomy. Trisomy means 3 chromosomes instead of 2. Tri means 3. Monosomy means 1 chromosome instead of 2. So example for disease, Down syndrome. Monosomy example, Turner syndrome. The next we are going to learn about the pedigree analysis. So what is meant by pedigree analysis? The study of inheritance of genetic traits in several generations of a human family in the form of a family tree diagram is called pedigree analysis. I'll repeat, what is pedigree analysis? The study of inheritance of genetic traits in several generations of a human family in the form of family tree diagram is called pedigree analysis. What are the advantages of this? It helps in genetic counseling to avoid disorders. Okay, if you know the family tree diagram or pedigree analysis, suppose some genetic disorders we can see in the children. So always doctors will ask about their parents and grandparents, previous generation, how it is, because some it is carrying through different generations. So it helps in genetic, so we can give, according to that doctors can give the genetic counseling. So it helps in genetic counseling to avoid disorders. Second, it shows the origin of a trait and the flow of a trait in a family, from where it starts and how it is flow. from one generation to another one. Third one is, it is important to know the possibility of expressive recessive allele that can cause genetic disorders like color blindness, hemophilia, etc. You know what is meant by color blindness? Evening times you cannot see in the dark. That is called color blindness. Even same like hemophilia, it means bleeding. Okay, we can't control it. Blood, it will not clot. That is called hemophilia disease. So it is important to know the possibility of expressive recessive alleles that can cause genetic disorders like color blindness, hemophilia, etc. The next, it predicts the harmful effects of marriage between close relatives. The next, it is extensively used in medical researches. So this pedigree analysis, or if you are making this family tree diagram, it is very helpful. So to represent that, each one they are using some, you can see here there is a square which represents male, then circle which represents female, again you can see one more square, then there is sex unspecified, then you can see some shaded three diagrams, so that these are affected individuals. Always affected individuals, they will be shading the shaded diagrams. The next you can see square and circle connecting there, that is mating, father and mother after marriage, mating. The next you can see again two lines, double lines, that is mating between relatives. The next you can see another diagram here. The top you can see the parents above and children below. In order of birth, left to right. So first left to right. So first you can see square. Square means what is that? It's a male. Then circle. Circle means that is female. So in order of birth, left to right. Again, next you can see parents with male child affected with the disease. That is the reason it is shaded. Parents with male child affected with disease. So that is the reason it is shaded. The next you can see 5 unaffected offspring. So these are some signs they use to make this family tree diagrams. Clear? The next topic, it is genetic disorder. There are two types of genetic disorders. One is Mendelian disorder, second one is chromosomal disorders. Mendelian disorders examples: color blindness, hemophilia, sickle cell anemia, cystic fibrosis, phenylketonuria, thalassemia. Chromosomal disorders examples: Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Turner syndrome. So we will learn very detailed. Let us learn very detailed each one. First one is Mendelian disorders. Mendelian disorders are caused due to alteration or mutation in single gene. Okay, sometime there is mutation. I told what is meant by mutation. It is happening due to alteration or mutation or change in single gene. These follow the Mendel's principles of inheritance. They follow Mendel's principles of inheritance. You learned previously very detailed what are the Mendel's laws of inheritance. So first one is hemophilia. You would have heard this. It's a very common disease, hemophilia. It's a sex-linked recessive disorder. Clear? Sex-linked means it is related to sex chromosome. So there are 23 pairs in that. 22 pairs autosome, only one pair is sex chromosome. So this is related to sex chromosome, sex-linked recessive disorder. Patient continues to bleed even with a minor cut because of a defect in blood coagulation, blood clotting. Clear? What is happening for this disease? Patient continues to bleed even with a minor cut because of the defect in blood coagulation or blood clotting. The gene for hemophilia is located on X chromosome. Where it is located? The gene for this hemophilia is located on X chromosomes. So if you are taking female, there is XX. There are 2 X chromosomes, but in male, there is only XY. There is only one X chromosome, one is Y chromosome. So more males suffer from hemophilia than females because in males, single gene for the defect is able to express as males have only one X chromosomes. That's what just now I told because males suffer more than female because they have only one XY. In that, there is only one X chromosomes. If it is that X chromosome is affected, means they are getting this disease. The defective alleles produce non-functional proteins So usually the alleles, they produce a protein. Here they produce non-functional proteins which later form a non-functional cascade of proteins involved in blood clotting. Females suffer from this disease only in homozygous condition. XX, X hemophilia. You can see because both it is X. So they will be in a homozygous condition, XX. Queen Victoria was a carrier of this disease and produced hemophilic offsprings. You can see Queen Victoria. Then a few generations, because they already this family they carries this sex-linked recessive disorder. So that is the reason 2-3 generations, many generations they have this same disease. The Queen Victoria's family, that is hemophilia disease. The next one, it is sickle cell anemia. We can sickle cell. The shape itself is a RBC related disease only. RBC means red blood corpuscles. Here, the RBC, I'll explain to you why it is called sickle cell anemia. Clear? So the first point is, it is an autosome linked recessive trait. It means it related to 22 pairs autosomes I already told. It is not related to sex chromosome, it is related to autosomes. Second, the disease is controlled by a single pair of allele, hemoglobin A and hemoglobin S, HbA and HbS. So it is controlled by single pair of allele. Which are the single pair? Hb means hemoglobin, hemoglobin A, hemoglobin S. Third point is, only the homozygous individuals of HbS, hemoglobin S, that is homozygous means HbS, HbS, show the disease phenotype. The next point is, the heterozygous individuals are carriers. HbS, HbS, that is homozygous. Both it's same. Heterozygous individuals are just carriers. Hb, hemoglobin A and hemoglobin S. That is also one pair, but they are heterozygous. They are just carriers. Due to point mutation, we learned just now what is meant by point mutation, base pair change, one of the base changes. Due to point mutation, glutamic acid is replaced by valine, VAL, short form, at the 6th position of beta globin chain of hemoglobin molecule. Here, glutamic acid is replaced by valine. Then, hemoglobin S behaves as normal hemoglobin except under oxygen stress, where erythrocytes means RBC, lose their circular shape and become sickle shaped. That is the reason the disease name it is sickle cell anemia. So RBC, red blood corpuscles, usually it is circle shape. The shape it will change and will become sickle shape. As a result, what will happen? The cells cannot pass through narrow blood capillaries. Because of the sickle shape, cells cannot pass through narrow capillaries. Blood capillaries are clogged and thus affect blood supply to different organs. The disease is called sickle cell anemia. Clear, children? So it's happened in RBC, red blood corpuscles, RBC which contains hemoglobin. What is the function of the hemoglobin? Hemoglobin which carries oxygen always. So here, what is because of this disease? The shape of the RBC, it will change. Instead of circular shape, it will become sickle shape. And because of this shape, it cannot pass through narrow capillaries. And blood capillaries are clogged and thus affect blood supply to different organs. The next disease, it is phenylketonuria, that already in the previous class we discussed, but I will repeat once more. Phenylketonuria means it is an inborn error of metabolism and is inherited as autosomal recessive trait. It is also related to autosomes, not with the sex chromosomes. Autosomal recessive trait. Here, the affected individual lacks an enzyme. I told you that day. It lacks an enzyme. It is called phenylalanine hydroxylase. That converts amino acid phenylalanine into tyrosine in liver. So because of this, enzyme is absent, the conversion will not take place. Phenylalanine is accumulated and converted into phenylpyruvic acid. And what will happen? This affects the brain and resulting in mental disorders. So the last class I already explained about this disease, phenylketonuria. The next one, it is thalassemia. What is meant by thalassemia? It is an autosome linked recessive disease. This is related to autosomes, not with the sex chromosome, autosomes. It occurs due to either mutation or deletion resulting in reduced rate of synthesis of one globin chain, hemoglobin, chain of hemoglobin. Globin chain of hemoglobin, it's one of the chain. So what is happening here? It occurs due to either mutation or deleting, resulting in reduced rate of synthesis of one globin chain of hemoglobin. Anemia is a characteristic of this disease. What is anemia? Anemia means there is a lack or dysfunctional RBC, that is called anemia disease. Usually we will tell anemia, the person will become pale, blood is less, we will tell. It means there is a lack or dysfunctional RBC. So anemia is the characteristics of this disease, thalassemia. Thalassemia is classified into two types. One is alpha thalassemia, second one is beta thalassemia. What is the difference between these two? Alpha thalassemia means production of alpha globin chain is affected. Why it is called alpha thalassemia? Because production of a alpha globin chain is affected. It is controlled by the close link genes HbA1, hemoglobin A1 and hemoglobin A2 on chromosome 16th pair. Clear? The 16th pair, there are close link genes hemoglobin HbA1 and HbA2. It occurs due to mutation or deletion of one or more of the four genes. So that is alpha thalassemia. It is affecting the production of alpha globin chain is affected. Here beta thalassemia means production of beta globin chain is affected. There is alpha globin chain here. Beta globin chain is affected. It occurs due to mutation of one or both hemoglobin beta genes on chromosome 11. Chromosome number 11. Clear? So beta thalassemia, production of beta globin chain is affected. It occurs due to mutation of one or both hemoglobin beta genes on chromosome 11. The next disease, it is color blindness. It's very common, color blindness. You know what is mean by color blindness? It is a sex-linked recessive disorder. It's related to, it's not autosomal, it is related to sex chromosomes. It results in defect in either red or green cone of the eye, resulting in failure to discriminate between red and green colors. So we could not discriminate red and green color. The gene for color blindness is present on X chromosome. Where it is present on X chromosome. I told you that is these are the, in the female XX, male it is XY. It is observed more in males because male sex chromosomes are XY. Okay, so X color blindness, you can say XC, because of the presence of only one X chromosomes as compared to two chromosomes of female. So it is observed more in males because male has only one X chromosome, but a female has two X chromosomes. The next one is chromosomal disorders. The next we are going to learn about chromosomal disorders. It is related to chromosomes, genes. So there are different types. One is Down syndrome. I already told what it is. Second one is Klinefelter syndrome. Third one is Turner's syndrome. So what is meant by chromosomal disorders? Chromosomal disorders are caused due to excess, absence or abnormal arrangement of one or more chromosomes. Okay, sometimes there may be excess chromosome. I told instead of 2 it will be 3. Sometimes may be absence of chromosome. Instead of 2 it will be 1. Sometimes there is an abnormal arrangement of chromosomes. Sometimes the chromatids fail to segregate during cell division, resulting in gain or loss of chromosomes. This is called aneuploidy. Already I discussed about this. Last class we told which are the sister chromatids, non-sister chromatids. These chromatids fail to segregate during cell division, resulting in gain or loss of chromosome. This is called aneuploidy. Then what is Down syndrome? Additional copy of chromosome number 21, that is, or trisomy of chromosome 21. So I told there is a 23 pair of chromosomes. This is happening in the 21st pair of chromosomes. What is happening? Instead of 2 chromosomes, there are 3 chromosomes. Okay, additional copy of chromosome number 21, or we can tell trisomy of chromosome 21. The symptoms, the disease is called Down syndrome. So instead of 2, there are 3 chromosomes. In which pair? In the 21st pair. Symptoms are short statured with small round head. You would have seen that some children are like this, very short statured with a small round head. And second, you can see partially open mouth with a protruding forward tongue. Some children, sometimes you can see that partially, always the mouth will be partially open and a protruding tongue. The next, palm is broad with a characteristic palm crease. Then slow mental development. These are the symptoms of Down syndrome. Second one is Klinefelter syndrome. Here, the presence of an additional copy of X chromosome resulting in the karyotype 45 plus XXY. Presence of additional copy of X chromosome resulting in the karyotype 45 plus, usually 45 plus, 46 pair only usually, here 46 plus. Instead of XX or XY, you can see there is one extra. In the case of XY, you can see there is one additional X, XXY. That is called Klinefelter's syndrome. Clear? So in the male usually it is XY, but here there is one more X you can see here. Then symptoms, sex of the individual is masculine but possess feminine characters. Individual is masculine but possess feminine characters. Second, gynecomastia or development of breast. You could have seen that some males with there is a development of breast. Then poor beard growth and often sterile. Then feminine pitch voice. So these all are symptoms of the Klinefelter's syndrome. The reason is there is one additional copy of X chromosome. So usually in the male there is only just XY. XY is a sex chromosome. Here you can see there is one more additional X, XXY. So these are the reasons for Klinefelter syndrome. Okay. Then Turner syndrome, the last disease. Absence of one of the X chromosomes resulting in the karyotype 45 plus XO. Female, you know, which are the sex chromosomes? One pair, last pair, one pair is XX. Here one X is missing. Lack of one X, so it will be XO. So what are the symptoms of this Turner syndrome? Sterile female with rudimentary ovaries. Shield-shaped thorax, you know which is thoracic cavity and abdominal cavity. Shield-shaped thorax, webbed neck, poor development of breast, short stature, small uterus, puffy fingers. All these are the symptoms of Turner's syndrome. Clear? So what is the reason for this? There is absence of one X chromosome. You can see here 45 plus XO. One X is missing. Less number. Symptoms: sterile female with rudimentary ovaries, shield-shaped thorax, webbed neck, poor development of breast, short stature, small uterus, puffy fingers. These all are symptoms of Turner's syndrome. In this session, we have completed mutation, pedigree analysis, genetic disorders. There are 2 types of genetic disorders: Mendelian disorders and chromosomal disorders. So we learned which are the different types of Mendelian disorders. Hemophilia. Second one is sickle cell anemia, phenylketonuria, thalassemia, color blindness. Then which are the chromosomal disorders? Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome and Turner syndrome. In the next session, I will be teaching new lesson chapter 6, molecular basis of inheritance. So students, you can mail your queries on DMCS online queries at gmail.com. Thank you students.